Hey guys, what's up? Got another commentary video. Quick overview, playing Team Deathmatch on Jungle using the L96 sniper rifle. And I go 31-2, but unfortunately only 12 of my kills were from the L96. The rest were from everything else, including my dual wield pythons and my chopper gunner, which does not get shot down at all. The other team did lock onto it, but they weren't successful in shooting it down. And I get about 20 kills with a chopper gunner. And in essence, I am pretty much playing with a Modern Warfare 2 mentality. As long as I get my super kill streaks and my final score is good, then even if I didn't snipe or use my gun too much, I'll still feel content that I got a pretty good score. But in any case, even though the most recent patch for Black Ops has buffed snipers a bit so that they don't have as much scope wiggle like they did, although they still have the random bullet timer though. But yeah, even with the patch, I still feel like variable zoom level 1 is necessary in order to snipe well. And that's because it's the closest thing to sniping like I did in the previous Call of Duties, where you don't have the scope wiggle, and I only took at most 2 to 3 seconds to snipe a mid-range target. Of course, I take longer if the target is really distant, but I sniped much faster in the previous Call of Duties than I did in Black Ops. As I get this lucky as hell kill. I guess the lag must have worked in my favor. Otherwise, I definitely would have died there. And I should have, though. I don't think I'll feel sorry for you, though. So, yeah, you could still snipe without the variable zoom, and you could use extended mags, as the regular scope doesn't wiggle as much, but I still prefer to use variable zoom. And like all other frustrating moments, the sniper rifles are practically ruined by lag. I mean, I can't tell you how many times that I did quick scopes with the variable scope, even with variable zoom level 1. And my crosshairs were definitely on target. But of course, the game does not register the bullet. In fact, I even had this one time I was actually sniping a long-range target. It was on cracked, and I believe I was at the van or that truck at the SOG spawn. And there was this target who was in the cracked building at the North Vietnamese army spawn, and he was literally sniping as well. And by that I mean he was standing perfectly still, So then I scope in, and I'm holding my breath. I have scout, and I took about 4 seconds to line a perfectly good shot. And even though he was pretty far, I was actually able to see him. So when I pulled the trigger and I snipe, it somehow missed. I'm like, what the hell? How'd I miss? So I go again, and I aim a little lower so that I know that my crosshairs are on his body. I pull the trigger, and it still missed. He was standing perfectly still. I try to snipe him, and I'm already in the scope for well over 4 or 5 seconds, so I know that the random bullet timer isn't going to kick in. Or rather, the random bullet timer should have already ended, so I'm also perfectly still. And yet somehow the second bullet that I sniped at him did not connect either. I'm like, what the hell? I'm shooting at a perfectly still target. I know I see him. My crosshairs are on his body, and somehow I missed. That's ridiculous. I mean, there's no excuse for that. sniping a perfectly still target whose body is well in my view, well in my sight, and somehow it misses. Like, how's that happen? How's that work? I did get him on my third bullet, but I did the exact same thing. Spent about 4 seconds in the scope, had my crosshairs on his body, and then the game registered the bullet as he hit. Can't believe it. It's ridiculous. I really wish that Black Ops had Modern Warfare 2's hit detection, because I would not get these bullshit hit markers or even non-existent hits when I know pretty damn well I sniped a target and he was supposed to get hit in the first place. So anyway, this game's about to wrap up. I believe I do get the last kill, although it takes me a while. And the last kill is with the L96, which gives me my 12th and final sniper kill of this game. Hope you enjoyed this game and commentary, and cheese out!